ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिं हवामहे कवीं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पते आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनं श्रीमहागणपते नमः। ॐ श्रीमहासरस्वती नमः। ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर् साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ॐ ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे। ॐ गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। A very good evening to all. This evening I am starting a YouTube channel for giving sessions on Bhagavad Gita in short videos. In the outset I am not going to describing what Bhagavad Gita is. I will straight away start with the Gita Dhyana. What Bhagavad Gita is, I will take after the Gita Dhyana slokas are completed. That I will be doing through the colophon of Bhagavad Gita. Colophon means there is a Samarpana sloka at the end of each of the Adhyayas of Bhagavad Gita. In that it is mentioned, the Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyaya Yoga Shastre Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade. So Bhagavad Gita is Upanishad, Brahma Vidya, Yoga Shastra and Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvada. If you explain all these four phrases, we will get a clear idea as to what Bhagavad Gita is. That we will do after taking up all the Gita Dhyana slokas. Before starting, I will pay my sincere thanks to late Mrs. Raji, who left for the heavenly abode in a very young year, who made me start the first Gita class. Then Mr. Praveen Deshmukh, a scientist DRDO, in whose house 4.5 years continuously I was taking the Gita class on every Sundays in Pune. Then Mr. Sachin Patil, who made me start the Bhagavad Gita email classes after creating a mail ID and a Gita mailing group in that email ID. There are many others who helped me. By saying my thanks to all of them, I am starting this session. Gita Dhyana, the first sloka I am chanting. I will give the meaning. From this Gita Dhyana slokas also we will get a fair idea of what Gita is. So, the first sloka of Gita Dhyana. Om Parthaya Pratibodhidam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gridam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaidamritavarshinim Bhagavadim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ampatvam Anusannadhami Bhagavad Gita Bhavadveshinim. To repeat, Om Parthaya Pratibodhidam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gridam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaidamritavarshinim Bhagavadim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ampatvam Anusannadhami Bhagavad Gita Bhavadveshinim. Now let us see the meaning. Om Parthaya Pratibodhita. This was advised to Partha. Bhagavad Gita was advised to Partha. Who advised? Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam. Bhagavan Sri Narayana himself. So Bhagavan Sri Narayana himself advised Bhagavad Gita to Partha Arjuna. We know that Bhagavad Gita was advised to Partha in the battleground of Kurukshetra by Krishna. So Krishna and Narayana on one and the same, Vishnu, the Vishnu avatar Krishna is there equal to Narayana. So Narayana, Sri Krishna advised Bhagavad Gita to Partha. Parthaya pratibodhita bhagavata Narayanena swayam. And we have to a little bit dwell on the Partha and Narayana concept. Actually, Narayana and Nara and Narayana are a twin Amshavatar of Mahavishnu. They were born to Dharmaraj, that is Yamdev, and his wife Murti Devi as a twin kids, Narayana and Nara. Actually, Narayana and Nara are only the deities of Badrinath. Badrinath temple, that single deity is a combination of Nara and Narayana, like Shankar Narayana. Some temples, Shankar Narayana temples are there. Like that, Nara and Narayana are the combined Mahavishnu deity of Badrinath. So, what does this avatar signify? Because one Narayana, one Mahavishnu, one Paramatma takes a twin avatar as Narayana and Nara. That shows Nara is the human aspect of the Atma and Narayana is the divine aspect. That shows the only one Atma is both Jivatma and Paramatma. So Jivatma represents the human side, Paramatma represents the divine side. So Paramatma aspect of Mahavishnu was born as Narayana, and this Jivatma aspect is born as Arjuna. So Nara and Narayana are Jivatma and Paramatma. Jivatma in the world is always in confusion what is right for him. So who will advise? Narayana will advise. That is Sri Krishna and Arjuna. So Nara Narayana Sankalpa. That is one Paramatma. When in the world, when it takes a body in the world, it works as two aspects. One is the human aspect, one is the divine aspect. The human aspect is always in confusion, what is right and wrong. Then the divine aspect should guide it. That is the concept. So in Gita itself, it will come, you should control your lower self by your higher self. So your lower self is represented by Arjuna, higher self by Krishna. That is your twin avatar of Paramatma, as Nara representing Jivatma, Narayana representing Paramatma. So Narayana guided Nara when he was in confusion what to do in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. That is the Sankalpa. So Parthaya Pratibodhita Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam. Narayana Swayam advised Gita to Partha. That is one beauty of Bhagavad Gita. It has come right out of the mouth of Narayana. Even Vedas are the outbreath of the Paramatma, but the Vedas came down to the world. Shruti, this is the ultimate scripture, Veda Shruti, revealed scripture, which never changes, it is eternal. But it also came, it was revealed to the yogis in their meditation. Then yogis taught it to their disciples. So even Veda is not coming directly to the world, whereas Bhagavad Gita is coming direct from the mouth of Narayana. That is the one unique quality of Gita which is not even matched by Vedas. So Narayana himself advised Bhagavad Gita to Partha. That Vyasena Gridam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam. So this Bhagavad Gita, it was incorporated in the middle of Mahabharata. In Mahabharata it was incorporated by whom? Vyasa, Veda Vyasa, Vyasena Gridam. It was incorporated by Vyasa. Madhya Mahabharata. And there is an adjective to Vyasa, Purana Muni. Purana Muni means there are two meanings. Vyasa is a Chiranjeevi. He is one of the oldest beings, born to Parashara and Satyavati. He is the author of Purana. So he is the sage of antiquity as well as the creator, writer of the Puranas. So Purana Muni Vyasa. So Sri Narayana advised Bhagavad Gita to Partha, and Purana Muni Vedavyasa incorporated it in the middle of the Mahabharata. Vyasena Gritham Purana Munina Madhya Mahabharatam. Then one more adjective to Bhagavad Gita. Advaita Amrita Varshinim. Bhagavad Gita powers. Bhagavad Gita is pouring down Amrita of Advaita. Advaita ka Amrita. Advaita, what is Advaita? Advaita is when Jivatma and Paramatma is considered as one and the same. It is Advaita, non-dual, non-separate, Advaita. That is when Mukti is what? When the Jivatma by yoga detaches all its attachments to the body, mind and intellect and washes away all its karma, it realizes its purity and oneness with the Paramatma. That is yoga, union. Yoga means union. So that is Advaita Vedanta only tells that the Jivatma and Paramatma are one and the same. Bhagavad Gita, all philosophies are coming. Dvaita, where it says that Paramatma and Jivatma are two different things. Vishishtadvaita, where it is told that Jivatma is a part of Paramatma, but it has some distinctiveness, separateness. So, one with Paramatma, but an identified part. We can differentiate. So, one yet not one. But it's only Advaita which says Jivatma and Paramatma are one and the same. So, when we know this unity of, we realize by yoga and samadhi, by yoga we reach samadhi and our Jivatma is removed of all its karmas and vasanas and it establishes its connection with the Paramatma, then we become one with Paramatma, that is Advaita. So Gita showers the Amrita of Advaita. What does Amrita means? Which removes death. Mrita is dead. Amrita means which does not allow death. If you consume Amrita, we will not die. That is why the Devatas, along with Asuras, churned the milky ocean for getting the Amrita. If we drink Amrita, there is no death, no old age. So if we know Advaita, if we reach the state of Advaita, when we realize our unity of our Jivatma with Paramatma, there is no more birth. No more birth means no more death. If we are born only, there is death. So Advaita is actually Amrita. If we reach the state of Advaita, that is the oneness. If our Jivatma reaches the oneness with the Paramatma, it is a state of Amrita, deathlessness. So Bhagavad Gita showers the Amrita of Advaita, the nectar of Advaita, which will give us immortality. Advaita Amrita Varshini Bhagavati. Bhagavad Gita is a goddess. We treat Bhagavad Gita as a goddess, not just as a book. She is a goddess. There is a Bhagavad Gita Arati also, considering Bhagavad Gita as a goddess. So Bhagavad Gita is a Devi for us, like Gayatri Mantra is a Devi for us. So Bhagavad Gita is also Devi. Ambatam Anusannadami, O Bhagavad Gita, I will meditate upon you. We have to not just read Bhagavad Gita, but we have to assimilate the ideas in Bhagavad Gita, contemplate upon it and finally meditate. Then only that is Jnana Yoga. That is Jnana Yajna, Jnana Yoga, Bhagavan says in Gita. Reading Bhagavad Gita, understanding it, so that is a Jnana Yajna. And then meditating upon it will remove our karmas and give us mukti. So Ambatavam Anusanadhami. O Bhagavad Gita, Mother Bhagavad Gita. Previously we said Bhagavad Gita is Bhagavati. Bhagavati is our mother. O Mother Bhagavad Gita, I will meditate upon you. Ambatavam Anusannadhami. Bhagavad Gita. Bhavadveshini. Bhagavad Gita will create dvesha or vairagya in us towards worldly life. Bhavasagara. That repeated cycles of life and death is only Bhavasagara, what you called Sansara. So Bhagavad Gita, if we read Bhagavad Gita daily and contemplate, it will give a detachment towards worldly things. It doesn't mean that we will not have any worldly possession, we will not enjoy it wherever it is required to the lawfully whatever we earn, that we can enjoy. So that means we don't get attached to the samsara. We don't get attached to the maya, the worldly ways. Even when we live as a householder, earn, spend, and enjoy, always Bhagavad Gita's message will be at the back of our mind, and we will be using the worldly things and objects, enjoying them with detachment, bhavadvesha. Then only we can finally detach from this body, mind, intellect and get mukti. So, to this samsara, we have to develop a detachment or dvesha. Vairagya. In sannyasi's language, it is known as vairagya. So we have to cultivate a vairagya. Even when enjoying the pleasures of the world, we have to cultivate a vairagya towards it. Bhagavad Gita, reading of Bhagavad Gita gives us that vairagya. It is known as Bhavadveshini. Bhagavad Gita will create a detachment towards worldly affairs in us. Then only we can get mukti or spiritual advancement. Bhagavad-gita Tvam anusannadhami Bhagavad-gita Bhavadveshini. One more phrase I forgot is Ashtadashadhyayini. Bhagavad-gita's Ashtadashadhyayini. 18 chapters. In Bhagavad-gita there are 18 chapters. Like there are 18 Puranas, we have 18 chapters in the Bhagavad-gita. So I will come again, once again with the meaning. Oh, Parthaya Pratibodhidam Bhagavada Narayanena Swaya. Bhagavad-gita was advised, informed to Partha by Bhagavan Narayana himself. Vyasena Kritam Purana Munina Madhya Mahabharatam. When Krishna was advising Bhagavad Gita in the Kurukshetra battle, Vedavyasa was witness to it, so he incorporated it in Mahabharata. So Purana Muni Vedavyasa has incorporated Bhagavad Gita into Mahabharata. Vyasena Kritam Purana Munina Madhya Mahabharata Advaita Varshini. Bhagavad Gita does the Amrita Varsha of Advaita. Bhagavad Gita is Bhagavati. Ashtadashadhyayini. Bhagavad Gita has 18 chapters. Amba, mother. Bhagavad Gita is mother. Bhagavad Gita is the mother. Tvam anusannadami. I will meditate upon you. O Bhagavad Gita, Bhavadveshini. Bhagavad Gita, which creates a vairagya towards worldly life in us. I will meditate upon you, O Mother Bhagavad Gita. So this is the total meaning. So the Bhagavad Gita, which was advised by Krishna to Arjuna and incorporated in Mahabharata by Vedavyasa, which is the Advaita Amritavarshini with 18 chapters, Ashtadashadhyayini. Such Bhagavad Gita, O Mother, I will meditate upon you so that you give me Bhavadvesha, a detachment towards the samsara. This is the first slogan. Om Parthaya Pratibodhidam Bhagavada Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Kritam Purana Munina Madhya Mahabharatam Advaidamritavarshinim Bhagavadim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatvam Anusannadami Bhagavad-gita Bhavadveshinim. Om Sahana Vavadu Sahano Bhunektu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhidamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu.